Hello, Pisces. Welcome to your weekly reading for September 8th to the 15th. This is for Pisces, Pisces rising, and Pisces moon. And we're going to jump right into it, Pisces. What a wonderful week. This is absolutely so exciting. And this is a week where it feels like, throughout the week, all these aspects are the opening acts for the main attraction, the headlining act that's going to be on Saturday, Venus trine Jupiter. But we'll go through all of them. The blue asterisks, by the way, are the best aspects of the week. Now, this is a week where it is going to feel like get it done energy, go with the flow with the go. It's going to feel really, really nice. And you may feel really, really motivated toward, everything that you want, staying in your path to enlightenment. And you are feeling that movement, especially after, coming out of like Mercury retrograde and, all that other, and all the squares that we came out of. And I say that particularly for you, Pisces, because it was with Saturn, and Saturn is in your sign. So this is a great week. Well, we kick it off on Sunday, September 8th, with Mercury moving into Virgo, and that's why we are kicking it off on Sunday. Now, this is going to be great. Mercury is moved back into Virgo for the next 2.5 weeks. Mercury rules. Mercury's in its rulership of Virgo, so Mercury thrives in Virgo. Mercury all about communication and even travel, short distance travel, whatnot. But this is really good because it's in Virgo and it's getting things done. It's putting things in order. It's focusing on your day-to-day. Remember, we're still in Virgo season too, and so the sun is in Virgo, amplifying that energy here. A lot of focus and attention could be on health matters, work as well, your daily routines, everything I talked about last week. But it really is more about your day-to-day, especially when it comes to partnerships and relationships, because remember, Virgo rules. It's your opposite sign. So partnerships and relationships, commitments, marriages, things like that. It can be work, it can be love, it can be romance, but just think one-on-one. Now, communication could be really heightened around this time. And as I mentioned in your monthly forecast, this is that energy of checking things off your to-do list, checking it twice. It is Virgo energy. It's more like Scully than Mulder, very analytical, pragmatic. So it's got to be really nice. They're going to be processing a lot with partnerships, and I wouldn't be surprised if you do take some short trips. Now, September 11th, Mercury and Virgo will sextile Mars in Cancer. And so remember, Mercury is no longer retrograde, and this is a day that Mercury officially is no longer in shadow. That's a whole other thing, but it's not in retrograde. That's the most important factor. But I love this aspect, very harmonious, all right? This is Mercury and Virgo sextiling Mars and Cancer. I mean, this is wonderful. This is it's like giving something legs, really feeling inspired and, like I said, motivated, and really forming something around this time. And it could be something that, first, it's very stimulating. It's a very stimulating aspect. And there could be this undercurrent of emotions that's really driving you forward. Remember, Mars in Cancer is your 5th house of love and relationships. It's also creativity. It's self-expression. It's joy. It's pleasure. This is really wonderful. It's recreation, procreation. It's children are part of this. But when you think about the fact that Mercury's in Virgo, there could be some conversations with partners around this, okay, in terms of what's going to bring you joy and pleasure. So I really love this for you. Communication is definitely highlighted around this time. Definitely communicate. Social media, email, text, phone, DM, whatever, Zoom calls, however you do it. Because remember, Mars is action. Mars wants you to take action. Now, Thursday, September 12th, Sun in Virgo squaring Jupiter and Gemini. Now, these planets are in 2 Mercury ruled signs. Virgo and Gemini are both ruled by Mercury. So a lot of mental stimulation around this time. And, again, just looking at what's going on for y'all, there definitely can be something here with home. There could be a lot of attention with home, by the way, for y'all. And I know I mentioned this in your last week's reading. I have 2 Pisces friends that recently moved, and I just found out yesterday a 3rd Pisces friend is moving. Y'all, a lot of y'all are moving. A lot of y'all are moving or thinking about moving, or even an aspect like this. just wanting to expand. I actually like this aspect. I know it's a square, but I like it because remember I said there's wheels are turning, but in terms of like, let me explore things. I'm curious about this. Let me step out of my comfort zone. Let me try this. This is very productive energy. I think I mentioned this in your monthly forecast as well. It is like Boy Scout, Girl Scout energy. I love it. It's like, I'm going to do this. I'm going to be great. It's again, very productive, but there is something here where you could feel a lot of movement, something that has to do with the foundations of your life around this time. And it can be with a significant other. This is your 4th and 7th house. So even like something with children around this time, home, real estate matters as well. Anyway, really, really great aspect. Now, Saturday, September 14th, here we're here. Venus trining Jupiter. Amazing. This is really great. You've got the 2 benefic planets getting together to do something extra special for you to really, really just make your weekend. And I say weekend because it's a beautiful trine. And it's a powerful trine. So you may feel it not just on Saturday, but throughout the weekend, even like days after. Absolutely amazing. And one of the reasons why this is really amplified is because Venus is in her domicile in Libra, and all week, by the way. And so there is this big focus. That's your 8th house. So a really big focus on not only your own transformation, big transformation that's happening with you when it comes to love, relationships, money, creativity, but it's your 8th house. That's, there's that intensity when it comes to love and partnerships and relationships. And it can be work related as well because 8th house is, financial. So it could be like a business partner as well. So really wonderful. This is your charm factor just completely cranked up. All right. Like a 20 out of 10. This is you being very magnetic, radiating. This is radiating. This is you frolicking in a field of red roses and white lilies, and there is everything that you want there is a chocolate fountain, there is a money fountain, there is a Lululemons, there's a slushy machine, anything you want, you suitors, stand in front of a mansion if you're single, because this is Venus trine Jupiter. Venus, the planet of love and relationships, with Jupiter, the planet that expands, the planet of abundance, the planet of good fortune, the planet of good luck. Again, if you're single, you better go out there. This is it. This is the weekend. You're going to feel it. Remember, Jupiter is just expansion, luck, good fortune, wealth, abundance. This is special. This is absolutely special. If you are in a relationship, you're going to feel this surge here. You're going to feel this surge. Remember, all this Virgo energy is putting a lot of emphasis in partnerships and relationships for you. Again, it can be work related if you are here for work. All right. There could be something work related, career related for you. A lot of peacemaking here, by the way. And I'm going to bring this up especially for you because we did have Venus conjunct the South Node last week around September 3rd, September 4th. So there could have been some sort of adjustment or activity with a partnership or relationship. Again, it can be love, it can be a business partner, something like colleague, boss, or something where there could have been even an ending of some sort. But just some sort of activity or adjustment. Now, Venus in Libra with, Jupiter and Gemini, there is, there's like peacemaking energy here. A lot of beauty here. Venus is in Libra, beauty and harmony and, spa treatment. There's a spa in your field, but be very social this weekend. All right. You want to connect. You never know what doors can open for you. All right. Whether you're looking for a relationship, whatever you're looking for, be social. Venus is social. Libra is social. Venus in Libra is very social. Gemini is social. So work with these energies and ride these energies. It's going to be really, really, really special, especially with home matters. Remember, Jupiter is in Gemini in your 4th house of home and the foundations of your life. So again, real estate, parents, family, children, your significant other, things like that. The last thing I'm going to tell you, because I get a lot of comments about this. A lot of people ask, when is the best time to play lottery? Should I play lottery this week? Well, you got Venus trining Jupiter, okay? So Venus is money. Venus is this is an auspicious aspect with Jupiter, which I said is luck. It's abundance. This is wealth. And so if this weekend, Venus trine Jupiter, your odds are a lot higher versus a day when Venus is not trining Jupiter. That's all I'm going to say. Just going to put that out there. All right. That's all I'm going to say. And then remember, Venus in Libra is in your 8th house, like finances there. And 8th house is everything but your salary. So 8th house is bonuses, commissions, it's, inheritance, investments, it's low. That's, I'm just going to say that. And we're actually lucky enough to have Venus trine Jupiter 3 times this year. That's very uncommon. Once a year. Okay. Twice tops, 3 times a year. The next time it's going to happen is in December. And we'll talk about it when we get to December when Venus trines Jupiter. But Venus is going to be in, I think, Sagittarius at that point. And the last time it happened, if you want to think about what happened around that time, January 28th of this year, which was my birthday. All right. But Venus is in domicile for this one. This is strong in a rulership. All right. So anyway, let's get started. Let's see what's going on for y'all, Pisces, for the week of September 8th. Ooh. I mean, whoa, you just saw the lovers flip over. Hello, that's huge. Speaking of the fact of partnerships and relationships being a big theme for you this week. All right, so that's a little peekaboo. And if it does show up in your spread, obviously it's a big sign, but that's like a wink from the universe. And I'll keep it in mind as I do your spread. Now, let's see what's going on for you, Pisces, for the week of September 8th. To the 15th for Pisces, Pisces rising, and Pisces moon. Pisces. And you see I have the party duck out. I have the party duck out because this is the week of Ruby's birthday. Yep, it is my dog's birthday, September 11th, and it's also my mom's birthday. I do have a lot of Virgo energy in my life. Pisces. I do a traditional occultic cross spread. It offers the best overview, in my opinion, and especially for a weekly reading. Yeah. And if we do need to do clarifiers, we know that, that we will. And I'm going to do a bunch. Okay. I'll do a bunch for y'all. Pisces. Okay. This is definitely going to be a week. There's a lot of changes. This is actually going to be a big week of change. You're going to feel a lot of power this week, but you're also going to, it does seem like there is, when I talked about Venus conjuncting the South Node for y'all in your 8th house, remember the 8th house can get like a little bit intense. It can get really deep. So it is, and even like around this September 3rd, September 4th, the 8th house is the underworld, right? And so, there could be, secrets arising and whatnot. And anyway, we're going to talk about that because it's showing up here. Let's get started. 7 of Cups. Came up in your recent past. Very interesting. It is just basically saying that you could have gone through a moment where you're just like, okay, I don't know what I want. I don't know what I want, but you definitely need to. It seems like you wanted a couple of you could have actually had a lot of opportunities. Yeah, you got the Hermit too. And it could have been with relationships, to be honest. This card is attributed to Venus. The Hermit is attributed to Virgo. Remember, Virgo is rules your 7th house of partnerships and relationships. But even if it's not with partnerships and relationships or love or romance, going deep, all right? Going deep. But there could have been a little bit of confusion. Again, you do have Neptune in your sign right now, all right? At retrograde at 29 degrees. And so remember, I've said that is illusion, delusion, confusion. It brings up those elements. So it's a matter of going within to know what you want, being your authentic self, trusting yourself moving forward. And so you've got the Hermit here. The Hermit who, if you are a cross watcher, you would know the Hermit's been coming out a lot. So really going deep, really doing that, introspection and soul searching. And I know I dropped these readings a few days before the week, so you could be doing it, but it just seems like a lot of y'all may do that already. You also have the Emperor in the heart of your spread. That's a lot of power. This is mastery of self. This is, the Emperor. He is not only like the ruler of the land, like he makes the laws, he makes the rules, the ruler of his own destiny. That's how powerful he is. I mean, he's wearing his crown. He's got the long white beard for wisdom. You got wisdom here as well. A red cloak for passion, for power. You see the Egyptian Ankh in his hand, that driving life force, the world in his other hand. I mean, so this is really like a lot of power here. This is someone who can make things happen. All right. As long as you are confident in yourself, making things happen for you. But it seems like you're going to have that this week. It seems like you're really going to be in this element. Remember, you do have a lot of home activity, like I said, that's happening for you. And so the Emperor is like the dad of tarot. So it could be that parental side of you that's coming out this week as well. Okay. And this is just masculine energy. All right. So mom, dad, whatever. But yeah, really like maybe you are now like laying down the laws now. But being the master of your destiny too. Okay. Ace of Wands in your challenge area here. It does seem like that. Oh, well, actually, let me clarify something here. Okay. It could be something that, again, when you go really deep, when you do that introspection, you've got all that power. You know who you are. All right. Now you've got the Ace of Wands and the Eight of Pentacles in your challenge area. So this is saying that there could be something that you are trying to manifest, but this is saying you've got to put in the work. You've got to, and the Eight of Pentacles is all about that. It's attributed to Virgo, by the way. So this card is Sun in Virgo. And so remember, that is the date to day. That's the day to day. And this card has that like Karate Kid energy, like wax on, wax off. Like practice makes perfect. Practice, like, let's do it. Let's do it. So there is an element of patience here, knowing that you are going to reach your legacy and doing what you're doing. It just seems like there is a sense of, for others, okay? And even like if it's part of your spiritual growth or whatever, it's still you having this spiritual growth that is going to have this impact on other people around you, right? So, but this is just saying that this week you may just, it's saying that like there's a little bit, let's really focus, let's really feel driven, okay? Because you have the Ace of Wands and the Eight of Pentacles in your challenge area. The other thing is like there could be something here that came through that you wanted, that you were just like, oh, no. Like no, I don't want this. So I mean, it comes with this Seven of Cups energy, but in any case, everything is like, you want this big change. This is just saying put effort into it. I'm not saying that you're not. I'm just saying these came up in your challenge area. The Ace of Wands can be with career. It definitely can be with profession, but also just something that you're passionate about, something that you are like that drives you, right? Like compels you. This is very spirited. Now you have the Ten of Cups in your crown with the World and the root of your spread, and so this is pretty big. So you are seeking this new, it's like this next step energy. Let's do it. Let's go the next step. Ten of Cups is wonderful. This is a lot of enlightenment here, a lot of joy, a lot of happiness, a lot of family energy. You can see the happy couple, the happy kids. So remember, this week you have a lot of family energy already happening. And there is that sense of, even with Mars moving into Cancer, there's a lot of family energy there, twice as much for y'all because it is in your fifth house. So there could be something here with family, with, even like your home sector, but something in terms of feeling that emotional fulfillment. It's almost like that's what you're seeking, but it's almost like, okay, what, like, this is what I want. This is the vision that I have for myself. What are the actions to take now, right? With the Emperor, okay? With the Ten of Cups. Yeah, because it does seem like, oh yeah. So you have the Five of Pentacles and the Seven of Pentacles as well with the Ten of Cups. So there is this a little bit of maybe you don't feel that like kind of like that dream scenario hasn't manifested yet. And remember, the key word is yet. This is a weekly reading. So this is all about working toward that. You have the Five of Pentacles with the Seven of Pentacles. So something that there could be something here where there may be a little bit of, now let's really put in the work. Okay. A lot of not looking to the past. All right. That's coming up here. And it could also even feel like there is something where you may have to work. I mean, you see this, right? The Five of Pentacles. These two people are actually focusing on their plight. They don't see that they're the church outside, but in many cases, they refuse to see that church, that support, that help. It's right there. The Pentacles shaped as an anchor of hope. Now, you also see the Seven of Pentacles coming after the Five of Pentacles. You see him. Is he smiling? Not so much. Not so much. So there is this sense of, okay, what do I have to do to invest in this for this to become my reality? Okay. A lot of y'all, there could be a sense of, okay, this has happened. Things are good. Now what's next? Okay. With that Ten of Cups. But that's where you could be a little bit like, what is next? Like, what do I want? You definitely want change. I mean, you got the world in the root of your spirit. So very, be proud of yourself for having I mean, this is the end of the major arcana, right? You see the dancing figure here, dancing for a reason, all right? Through the major, the fool's journey, the hero's journey, whatever. You've come to the end. And so you see the garland here shaped as a zero, referencing the Fool card, zero. You're starting over. There's this new journey, right? So this is just saying that you're ready. You're ready. You're even possibly feeling this change that you really want. Yeah, and then you have the Nine of Wands, and then you have the Page of Swords. So there is definitely going to be, and by the way, the world is attributed to Saturn. And remember, Saturn is in Pisces. You have an eclipse in your sign next week, so there is going to be change to come. But it really is about creating that reality for yourself for what you want. Finances could be a thing here with the pentacles up here in your challenge area as well. So it's almost like there could have this week you may feel a lot of great momentum in terms of home or family and things that have to do with the foundations of your life. But then there's the work stuff. The work stuff, it's like that might be like, okay, which direction, like this is all set. Or there could have been a lot of activity that's been happening at home where it's like been like oh, okay, I spent a lot of money here and now I gotta like figure things out. And investments really is going to be a thing for you. Seven of Pentacles really has a strong emphasis on investments. And remember, I said that you've got Venus and Libra in your 8th house, investments as well. So keep that in mind. But you've got the Nine of Wands here with the Page of Swords. So yeah, there may be a little bit of a squeeze that you're feeling looking at what's going on here. It really is about taking control of what's happening. It's just maybe putting in some extra work. And there could also be something that you may have started that didn't turn out the way that you wanted to. With the Page of Swords here, I mean, this is really great. I mean, the pages are the messengers, but he brings this enthusiasm in terms of thinking in a new way and seeing things in a new way. And I'm even getting a feeling of like, maybe there is this change that's happening that is even possibly quite dramatic, where you are in this new role where you are seeing things in a new way or communicating in this new way. Now, you have the Nine of Swords in your future. So the Nine of Swords is saying that there is, it's the Nine of Swords. So there could be a lot of overanalyzing something, overthinking something where there's it's almost like, let's make room for this Page of Swords energy. All right. And I'll even clarify that for you too. Yeah. Oh, you have the Five of Cups and you have the Five of Swords and the Magician. Yeah, it really is. Okay. So let me show you. You have the Nine of Swords, the Five of Cups, and the Five of Swords. So the two fives. All right. So the fives are those challenge cards, those conflict cards. There is something here where it's in your future that may happen where you're stressing about something that is just taking up too much headspace, something that could have had a really strong emotional impact, and something where it's, remember Mars in Cancer, like the claws come out, right? Like it, and so it could be that kind of energy. And there, it just seems like, oh, for a lot of y'all, it's just got to be up here, and you've got to release that, and you've got to. I always say vibrate at this high frequency. I mean, Five of Swords really is all about like self-respect, self-dignity, kind of drop the swords. And there is this element of like all three cards have this string of like self-defeat. Okay. And when you have that low energy frequency, it's hard for you to vibrate at this high frequency, or maybe not hard, but you've got to take the effort to vibrate at this higher frequency. I'm going to quote fellow Pisces, Albert Einstein: match the frequency of the reality you want, and you can't help but get that reality. You've heard about the law of attraction. Okay, so the Magician, so it seems like you're definitely going to be going through some emotional experiences here, and there is a little bit of confusion in terms of what is happening. Why is this happening? Why do I have to, is this something that I even want here? You've got a lot of people looking back and you want to move forward. Okay. I mean, but you have the Magician who, there you go, starting this new reality, creating this new reality for yourself. And so this is really great. I want you to focus on the fact that you do have the Emperor in the heart of your spread. That is a lot of power. And you do have this power to create the reality that you want for yourself. He does have the power to manifest anything that he wants. You see all four tools of tarot at his disposal, right? The cups, the wands, the swords, what am I missing here? The cups, pentacles. There we go. Well, I mean, yeah, the pentacles, which you have here. So yeah, there's definitely something that, there you go. Starting this new journey that you're seeking. But it is definitely going to be one where, remember I said Mars in Cancer, emotional growth. There is some emotional healing, but he's looking back to the past at cups that have already been spilled. There's nothing you can do, right? And then the Nine of Swords, this is someone who's just sitting in bed, where he doesn't have to. And, I pointed out, this card's been coming up a lot in other signs. I pointed out, like, you can even see his quilt, like the comforter here. All right. The beautiful red roses. Okay. Beautiful red roses that you see here in the Magician card. That's why I said frolicking through a field of red roses, passions, actions, blood. Like, anyway, when we think, anyway, so here's the thing. You have that choice. You have that choice. You've got power. You have the power to choose. Am I going to stay in bed and, dwell over a situation that may have been hard for me, may feel hard for me? Dwelling on something like cups that have already been spilled. You can't do, it's done, but you've got these two full cups. So you've got these blessings in here. Where you can move forward. And choice. You have this choice. Do I feel self-defeat? Do I feel that? Or can I move forward? Or if I feel like there's a lot going on up here because swords are the mental suit, can I step out of my physical mind, move into my higher mind? And that'll make all the difference with the Magician here. Infinite possibilities with the Magician. The Magician is all about action, by the way. It's all about taking that action. A lot of y'all, this is going to be partnerships related. Oh, gosh. Okay. But you see, you can create your own reality here. You see that. But when I say action, he's got the hand of the sky, hand of the ground. As above, so below.
pay attention to the hand of the ground. All right. This is the point where when you get out of your head, don't overanalyze things, and have that emotional healing and move toward the future, not look at the past. You can manifest whatever you want. Okay. Remember what I said, pay attention to the hand of the ground, because at this point, you're going to know what you want. You're going to know what your dreams are, your hopes are, your wishes are. You have that opportunity to bring it into your reality, your physical world. Let's get to your stuff. Oh my goodness, Pisces. Whoa, this is a reading. This is a reading. I got you though. We're here. We're here. You know, I'm here for you. You know, I got my Pisces tattoo. I'm prepared. I got you. Let's get to it. Let's see what's going on. Okay. Yeah. You listen. When I talked about partnerships and relationships, I mean, you see it coming up again here. And if you saw your last week's reading, you know that you got this card. Okay. So you're absolutely going to be fine. It just seems like there is going to be a little bit of what's going on. And like I said, in your monthly forecast, this eclipse is strong and it is in your sign, Pisces. You may feel it a week before, a week after, 2 weeks before, 2 weeks after. But anyway, let's get started. You got the Hanged Man. Very interesting here. I do like the fact that the Hanged Man came up because it is showing this almost like this promise to surrender the things that are not working for you. Like you going within, having this shift in perspective because you are seeking this transformation. All right. So really love this. It is also asking like, what do I want? Remember I talked about Neptune, 29 degrees in your sign. The Hanged Man attributed to Neptune, therefore Piscean energy there. So you, again, being your authentic self, surrendering the things that even sacrifice. Okay. There is that element of sacrifice here. I am going to show you also the fact that there is, a link and association with the world with their legs crossed, but we do not, we'll talk about that in another, but the sun here, but it's, you're halfway through the major kind of, but it's going through that process of knowing who you are. The sun in your external factors area, that is amazing. Okay. So move toward that light. The sun is abundance. It is, vitality. It's, great health. It's optimism. It is blasting in your external factors area with the Magician. That is major. Okay. So this is, and again, don't forget you have not only the Emperor, but the world as well. And the Hermit and the Hanged Man, you got a lot of major. This is going to be a big week. It's going to be a big week for you. The sun, there is a sense of, renewal. There is a sense of rebirth. Remember I said that there is a sense of change, like what's next, something new, but you've got that power. All right. So, and the sun is just blasting all this optimism. Now, 2 of Cups here. So a lot of y'all, a lot of this, what I said earlier, it could have been a partnership, relationship, could be career, could be work related, could be finances related, could be home related, could be a significant other, love, romance, whatever it is. But there is something here where it may have just been something that you are moving toward that you really, really want in the end. Okay. And it also is, a sense of healing. So again, that Venus conjuncting the South Node last week really could have been strong. Okay. So there could even be, you want to make up with someone here. But whatever it is, remember I said, communicate. This is owning your power, the Emperor in the heart of your spread. And then you have Temperance here in your final outcome, which is saying you're going to be fine. You have an Archangel in your final outcome saying, water flows. You're Pisces. Water flows. All right. So you even see that here. The Temperance is all about self-restraint, self-control, moderation, patience. All right. Even, the 2 cups, right? Look at the 2 cups pouring back and forth. There's that self-control. Okay. You take 2 cups and you go like, oop, boop, boop. You got to be alert. You got to be attentive. You got to know what you're doing, but you have to have that patience, that self-control. But that's what it's saying. It's like, everything is going to happen for you. Everything's going to happen for you. And you're going to be fine, but you've got to believe it. You got to believe it. And for some of y'all, you may want to put some, really, really want it. You got to really, really want it. Temperance is Sagittarius, by the way. Sagittarius does rule your 10th house of career. So career matters could be a big thing if you're here for a career. especially with all these pentacles too. All right. So Pisces, this is going to be a week. I mean, you see that there may be something that does happen where it just, you could just get caught up in your head, or overthink things, or things could be something where something happened that you know, again, may have happened in the past that you're still holding on to. And that could just create a little bit more of that. Let it go. So you can have that. You got this new opportunity. The Magician with the Sun. You got the World. You got the Hermit. You got the Emperor. I mean, you're Temperance, the Hangman. You got so many major. I mean, like, yeah. But I think this is going to be a week where it's just taking action and for the reality that you want for yourself. All right, Pisces, y'all are amazing. Oh my goodness. Let's talk next week. We will go deeper into the eclipse. Oh, that's happening in your sign. All right. So big change. All right. And I didn't say ooh because it's bad, because I like this eclipse and this is a great eclipse, but it's happening in your sign. So this is why you're feeling change already. All right. You're feeling change already. So Pisces, y'all are amazing. If you like this reading, would be great if you like, subscribe, leave comments, tell me what's going on. I'm very curious. And next week, remember, it is not just an eclipse. We got a lot of other aspects happening next week. Okay. So and I'll tell you now. We got Mercury opposite Saturn, and then Sun opposite Neptune, both planets that are in your sign. Okay, but then we've also got some great things. We've got some wonderful trines. All right. So anyway, we'll talk next week. All right. Thanks so much, Pisces. I'll see you next week. Bye bye.